Hi everyone, this is Matt from Near Mint Plus, and on today's video we have a Japanese Magic the Gathering War of the Spark booster box. Now, Japanese War of the Spark booster boxes of course come with a 50-50-ish chance when you open a pack of getting an alternate art Planeswalker card, and they're done in a variety of different styles, in the Japanese sort of manga style and by some pretty famous Japanese artists. There are a lot of very expensive cards that you can potentially pull from a box like this. The number one being Liliana, who's done by the famous Final Fantasy artist. And if you get that one in foil, then you're looking at a pretty good payday. Any of the alternate art ones you get in foil are very nice. There are definitely tier rankings of that, and we will be ranking our pulls ourselves using the spice rack at the back here for flaming hot all the way down to mild spice. It's basically our top 5 pulls that we think we get from this box. So we get 36 packs in a box, so let's get cracking. This is a nice factory seal. Wizard's factory seal, no problem at all. Here we are. Let's have a look. Ah, lovely. As I say, the rough odds are that in a 36 pack box you will get 18 of each type of Planeswalker art, which means that you'll get 18 of the normal pack art that you would get in any other language booster box, and you should also get 18 of the alternate art. So we'll stack our packs there. Let's pop some at the back as well, just so we can see how we're getting on, and we'll start with our first pile. Yeah, so let's begin. So every pack of War of the Spark, you are guaranteed to get a Planeswalker card. It can be in the uncommon slot, or it can be in the rare mythic slot at the back. The 2 back cards are always... Ooh, I say always, look at that, it's caught me out off guard already. These are the Japanese packs. Sometimes they are back to front. So these ones start with a token at the back, and this should also be the basic land card. Yeah. So then we'll move on to the commons. So commons at the back. These are nothing too special usually until we get to the uncommons. You can always tell the rarity of a particular card. If it's in the expansion symbol here, if it's black, then it's common. If it's silver, then it's uncommon. If it's gold, it's rare, and if it's mythic, so you can see silver uncommons. If it's mythic, it's orange. So again, just to break down a pack a little bit, you get your commons, you get your uncommons, you get 3 uncommons. And if by the time you look at your 3rd uncommon you haven't had a Planeswalker, that means your Planeswalker is in the rare or mythic slot. And if there's another card here, then that means you've got a foil as well. You can tell that we haven't got a foil in this pack because we've already had 2 uncommons. So this will be the 3rd uncommon, and this will be the rare or mythic rare, and no foil. So here we go. So our first Planeswalker is, it's a regular Obnixilis. So this is a normal pack art, and the rare card is a Spark Soul Snuffer? I can't remember. It's been a long time since I opened War of the Spark. The names are starting to fog out of my memory. So let's keep our piles here. We'll keep a Raz over there. We'll keep a track of the Planeswalkers we get there. Okay. So now we know the order of what we're dealing with here. We'll just get right on to it. Through the commons, there's really nothing of note in the commons. There's, I don't know, maybe a couple of non-Planeswalker uncommons that we're interested in, things like Dovin's Veto. So what do we got here? We've got our token, we've got our land card, so that means no foil in this one, but we do have, there we go, that's our first alternate art, and it's an alternate art Ashiok. Very nice. That's one of the definitely spicy big hits to get in foil if you can get it, and our rare is a Deliver and Evil normal. It just looks so much nicer with those Japanese characters on them. Japanese language characters, that is. Okay, pack 3. Again, we'll just skip on through commons, because what we're really interested in is what is the Planeswalker. Go. So the deeper into the pack you get before you get to the uncommon, so we can see uncommon 1, uncommon 2, uncommon 3, rare, mythic, rare, and so this will be our token and basic land. If there was another card there, that would mean that we have a foil coming up. So we yet to hit a foil. So 1, 2 uncommons, 3 uncommons, and we get another alt art. So this is the alt art Zhang, I think his name is. He's one of the Chinese planeswalkers that was created for the dual deck series and Casualties of War there. We'll keep track of the alt art planeswalkers we get alongside the regular planeswalkers, so we can see if we're getting a roughly equal ratio, which we really should do. Here we go. So let's take out the token and the basic land, and we'll go through the commons fairly quickly. You never know, you might get a misprint, you might get a error card, you're never quite sure, but you really want to start, you want to dig deep in. So this again is going to be 3 uncommons, Bond, Neoform, and another alt art. Well, it's 3 for 3, or 3 out of 4 I should say. That's a Hartley, very nice, and a regular Ignite the Beacon trash. As far as value in the rare slot goes, not a lot, unless it's a Planeswalker. This is War of the Spark after all, and Planeswalkers are what we are interested in the most. Again, there could be 1 or 2 outliers, but it's the Planeswalkers that we're after. So get rid of our token, get rid of our land. So I'm fairly certain that then the next card would be a foil if it were to be foil at all. And we'll go through the commons fairly quickly. Saratok. Oh, goodness me, it has been a while since I've opened War of the Spark. The names do elude me. Prismide, maybe? No, Teo's Light Barrier. And we're on to the uncommon. So uncommon. Rare, so we could have a foil in this pack. Fantastic. First foil of the pack. Ah, nice. So we get an alternate art Kiora to start with. Doing well on the alts. So, rare or mythic is a Tolsmere. Nice. And our foil. So the foil slot is really where the big money lies in this set. The alternate art planeswalkers do have a certain amount of value to them when they're not in foil. With some of the big hitters being Ashiok that we've got there is very nice. Karn, you're looking for Nicol Bolas, Liliana, Narset. But it's the foil slot where it really matters the most, because if it's a foil alternate art planeswalker, then you're looking at some big money potentially. So this is our first foil of the box. Let's see what we get. See, you hype it all up and it's a foil common. But foil's a foil at the end of the day. These Japanese packs are slightly different to normal booster packs. They're all designed for rack hanging, so they always have the loop at the top, which makes them a little bit harder to get into sometimes. You want to open as carefully as possible, of course, because if you do have one of those money cards in there, you really don't want to ding it at all. There we go. So there's our token and land, and yeah, go through the commons fairly quickly. There's not a lot to the commons, and here we go. We should be hitting the uncommons next. Yep. So we've got a Dread Malkin, big tough dude. A Narset, a regular art Narset. Unfortunately, if that was a Japanese alternate art one, then that would certainly be worth a little bit more. A Narset's a Narset. At the end of the day, she's not too bad. But yeah, again, you're looking for that alternate art, and we have a Towick, Distinguished Advocate, something like that. He flies and he does something else. It's been a while. Certainly since I've looked at any English War of the Spark cards, let alone Japanese ones. So a token, we get a goblin, and we get a basic swamp, and we go through the commons again very quickly, because these don't really have anything interesting in them. Okay, 1, 2, and 3, so that's good news. So we've gone through our uncommons, which means we haven't hit our Planeswalker card yet, so this will be a Planeswalker. It'll be a rare or mythic rare, and it'll be alternate art or regular art, but it's always nice to get to the back of the pack without seeing a Planeswalker, because that means it's in the rare slot. So let's see what we get this time. It's Mr. T. It's Teferi Time Raveler. It's just a regular art one, unfortunately. No alt art there. Alt art one of those would have been very good, but still, it's Mr. T. You can have a solid 3 there, and I think, yeah, let's pull Ashiok out. I think those are our fairly decent-ish ones so far. Yeah, we've got a lot of packs to get through today. So, token, land. Let's flick through those uncommons. Geode, War of Runes, and let's get to those uncommons. Here we go. 1, 2. An alternate art Davriel. Very nice. Very nice. The way the art explodes out of the borders there. you can go into an alt art pile. Not too spicy, but it's very good. We have a first mythic, which is a Finale of Glory. That is, it's a bit of a swing and a miss, unfortunately, but it's a mythic. So we'll stick it on the pile just underneath our rares here. And that does mean we've got a foil, and it's another foil common. There we go. Okay. Getting towards the end of our first stack here. Nothing much to write home about so far. What have we got? Oh, yeah, a little tough open at the back. They do have a pull tab at the top, but the thing with the pull tabs at the top is that if you catch it just in the wrong way, then you can nick and sort of damage the cards inside as you pull it down. And yeah, again, with the values of some of the cards in this set that we're talking about, you really don't want to take any risks when opening them. Okay, so we're down to our 3 uncommons. And we've got a regular Saheeli and a Living Twister. Okay. So there's a lot of other openings on this channel so far. A lot of Pokemon openings, of WWE opening, all sorts of bits and pieces, but Magic really is my game. It's the one I know the most about, certainly. War of the Spark was a fantastic set that will be talked about for quite a long time to come, if only because of the gimmick essentially of a Planeswalker in every pack, and they didn't hold back with some of them. Oh, there we go. What have we got? We've got, lovely, look at that, an alternate art rare Chandra. Lovely. Okay, you can certainly go. Let's put you in number 1 spot. You're a rare, you're an alternate art, you get to go number 1 for now, Chandra, until we find somebody a little bit better, maybe? We're doing quite well on that alternate art so far. We are, what have we got? 4, 5, 6. 6 to 4 on the alt arts. So we're ahead of the curve at the moment, but that should even out over time, unfortunately. It is generally, I mean, I've opened a few of these Japanese boxes and it has been pretty much a 50-50 split of the alternate art to the regular art Planeswalkers. Here we go. So we're hitting the uncommons now. 1, 2, lovely Death Sprout art. 3 is a regular Kazima Planeswalker, which leaves our rare to be Mizium Tank. And if there was anything to not write home about from War of the Spark, it was the 2 vehicles that they had at rare, Mizium Tank and Silent Submersible, which were just absolute trash. Which is a shame, because vehicles from the previous Kaladesh block were a really interesting new concept, and it was a sort of a shame that they decided to include it in War of the Spark in such a low, underpowered, basically unusable way. Like, at that point, why even bother having them in the set if you're just going to underpower them and make them a bit useless? Okay, back to our opening here. Rare or Mythic Planeswalker. It's a rare and it's a regular art Domri. You can sit in the stack there with the other regular rares. So we cleared our first stack of 12. Do a little bit of tidying here. And move on to our next stack. Here we are. Down to the side. And we'll get going again. So only 1 mythic so far. In these boxes you can expect to get at least 3 mythics on average. You always hope to get above the average, of course. A little bit more than that would be nice. Again, skipping through commons until we reach that vein of potential goodness at the back of, if this is, no, there we go. So we've only got 2 foils so far as well, through 13 packs, and we have a regular art Angrath as our Planeswalker, and an Elder Spell rare, very good. Elder Spell, destroying Planeswalkers left, right and center, which is pretty useful in a set with so many of them. For 2 black, it's a bargain. So, token, land, here we go. Again, looking for those big, spicy, alternate art Planeswalkers, especially in foil. So here we are to the uncommons, that's 2 more uncommons. Regular art Kaya. Blast Zone. Blast Zone's one of those ones which will hold a little bit of value for a while to come. And an uncommon Domri's Ambush, maybe that's called? I don't know. It's an uncommon foil. Okay, come on, let's get something to add to the spice rack at the back here. It's sort of flagging a bit. We haven't added anything since the Alt Art Chandra. We could really do with a bit more spice from this box, please. Okay, Dovin's Veto, that's one of those uncommons which does hold a little bit more value. And we have an alternate art, Yaya Ballard. Uncommon Planeswalker, not a lot of value, but it's an alt art, so at this point we'll just take it. Our rare is a mass, the something or other. That was a very good card, used that in my Grixis build at the time. And our rare common card, third rare. So, oops, rare cards, not rare cards, sorry, foil cards appear in a certain percentage of packs, and again you are usually guaranteed a rare foil in every box. Now sometimes that isn't the case, there are some outliers. Some boxes might have 2 rares, foil rares in them, which again are outlier packs, but you always hope to get at least 1 foil rare, and in this instance you would hope it would be regular Ashiok, a foil, and that's the other terrible vehicle, Silent Submersible. Silent Submersible. Foil rare alternate art Planeswalker is really what you're after when you get your rare foil hit. So here we go, powering on through. Get through those commons. That stack is building up fairly fast, and we're on to our uncommons here. So no foil pack again, but it's another rare alternate art. So this is a rare alternate art Sarkhan. Not the best again, so I think you can sit at number 4. I don't think you'll bump anybody from their position, but you know, it's a rare alternate art walker, so we'll take it at the end of the day. Token and land, and we will just fly through commons again. I think I might have to start shaving down this common stack quite soon before it gets in the way of everything. Onto the uncommons. 1, 2, 3. Regular Nahiri. 4 is Storv, the Lich, who it's just one of those cards, you know. Okay, so that's our foil rare for the box. It's a Massacre Girl. Not a bad card by any means. Not a bad card in foil either, but it's not a Planeswalker. Let's use some of these. And those are really what we were after. So, I don't know, maybe we might get lucky, maybe we'll get another one in the pack, in the box. Anyway, yeah, Storif, one of those cards. One of those cards which I just always seem to draw. And whenever a set comes out and you're opening lots of packs and lots of boxes, you always feel like there's 1 or 2 rares that you just see more often than others. They just seem to haunt you. And they're never the good ones. It's never the top rare, it's never the top mythic that you suddenly get hundreds of. It's cards like Storif there. So we have a nice alternate art Wanderer there, and a Bolus's Citadel as our rare card. Okay, about halfway through stack number 2. Nothing massively spicy, nothing jump out of our seat good so far, but we've got a lot of chances left. So we'll keep holding our breath for now. See if we can get a few more spicier alternate art walkers. Charmed Stray, Bond, another Bond, an alternate art Teo, and our next raid's a finale. Finale of goodness knows what now, it's been too long. There was sort of a bit of a theme back in the day, certainly in the English boxes, that the mythic rares in this set, if you pull the finale in one colour, you'd probably pull a few other finales. So let's hope it's not the case, because the finales are not the best. Oh no, I'm talking about finale. That's not even a finale. It just looked like a finale to me. That's one of the god cards. That's Ronus. So that's actually even better. Because the finale cards, aside from the green finale of Devastation, don't have a lot of value to them. But one of the gods, Ronus, that's not bad. Anyway, yeah, there used to be boxes which seemed like if you pulled a finale, then you would only pull finale mythic rares from that box. Regular Nebraska. So hopefully this one, Plain White Celebration, as our rare, will be one of those ones which has a nice mixture of mythic rares to it, preferably in the Planeswalker type. Token and land always, and let's get through these commons again. To the uncommons, Cruel Celebrant, Cyclops, a Dovin regular artwork, and that one is. Blue. Draw some spells. Draw some spells, draw some cards. Here we are. Okay. Token. Land. And the common stack. Very good mechanics in this set, when I remember. Proliferate. Very, very nice. Add counters to your permanents. Who doesn't like a bit of proliferation? And our rare this time, it's another alternate art. It's a Ral Zarek this time. Not much value there, but it's an alternate art rare Planeswalker, so you get strength to stack. So we've got to finally we filled up our spice rack at the back. Sadly, it's a bit of a sorry spice rack, to be honest. I don't think Chandra should really still be at the top there. We have had some nice alternate art walkers, but we've not had anywhere near what would be considered a heavy hit so far. But we've still got we've got an alternate art Alan Cord there. We've still got Bioluminescence Hydra, something like that. We've still got one stack left of 12 packs to try and pull this back and get a little bit more actual spice in the back. We've got so far, so we've only pulled 2 mythics so far, so we're still looking for at least 1 more mythic as well. Here we go through the commons. Getting on towards the end now. And the uncommons. So we do have a foil in this pack. We also have an alternate art Tybalt, just an uncommon. Our rare is a Mass the Dread Horde. And our foil is just a foil basic land. You hold your breath, you see a foil, and you think this could be it, this could be the £2,000 card, and then you turn it over and it's basic land. It's good, the set is very good at trolling you into thinking that this could be the one, this could be it. This is the pack. This is the one you're going to want to frame and put on your wall. No, psych, actually, it's just a swamp. But there we go, that's why we open these things. Because you never know, it might actually be something good. Into the uncommons. Proliferate Spirit Dog and just a regular. And a Narset's something or other. Narset's Diversion after something. It's a blue counterspelly type thing. Surprise, surprise, a blue counterspell, I know. Really pushed the boat out with that one. Oh, here we go. So that's our potential spice at the back. So again, we'll fly through the commons like that, doing 2 at a time now. Got quite a few to get through. Into the uncommons. Oh, look at that. Nice alternate art Sahili. Very, very nice. That in foil would be beautiful. And a regular... Oh, Solar Blaze. Awful. Yeah, the problem is, of course, when you design a set to have a Planeswalker in every pack, that means that everything in the pack, which isn't a Planeswalker, is kind of just a little bit underwhelming sometimes. So the duff rares that you get, like Solar Blaze over there, just are really duff, really chod. Sort of having a Planeswalker in every pack really sets your expectations for coolness in every pack. Just a regular and an Oath of Kaya there. Alright, the stack is dwindling. We are still looking for a big hit, something like a Khan. A Liliana would be amazing. Some more alternate art rares. Nissa. Vivian Reed. Any of those would be definite insta puts onto the spice rack at the back there. Into the uncommons. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Did we just talk one up? We didn't. It's a regular Tameo. You know, it's a rare Planeswalker at the end of the day. It's not a very good one. So we are racing through to the end now. Through the commons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoops. 7, 8. In 9, 10. Into the uncommons. 1, 2. And we have an alternate art of Nixless. Very nice. And our rare is Single Combat. Remember those awful chod rares I was talking about earlier? Yeah. There's one. Okay. Token. Land. Common. So why am I opening them upside down and not just going straight to the rare? Because I really like opening packs of cards, if I'm perfectly honest. And I like preserving until the very end the excitement. This time it's a Gideon Mythic Rare regular art Planeswalker. That would have been a lot more exciting if it was alternate art, but at least it's an interesting mythic. It's not just a bog standard finale of nothing. Getting down, last stack of packs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 commons, 3 uncommons, including a regular art summit, and well, okay, finale of I want to say Revelation, the blue finale. So we're on to 4 mythics, which is pretty good. So we're above average, very nice. Unfortunately, none of the actual very good mythics. And by very good mythics, of course, we're talking alternate art Planeswalker mythics. So last few packs, we'll just handful our way through these commons. What we got here? Uncommons now. 1, 2. Ah, there we go. That is a good hit. That is an alternate art Narset, Parter of Veils. That's a good hit. I think we'll just take Chandra off entirely at this point and stick Narset right at the top. Not the most expensive card, Vivian's Arcbow there is our rare, but it's the alternate art Narset. Now if that was in foil, oh boy, I didn't want to think about how much that would be. Sadly it didn't, so here we are. As we power through the rest of the commons, we've got 2 packs left after this by the looks of it. Thank you for sticking around to the very end. If you did. If you didn't, then, well, other choice words. And a regular Nissa. So, 2 packs left. Let's see if we can add to the spice rack at the back, in the close. More tokens, more lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 9. So uncommon, regular Kiora. A 5th mythic, another finale, sadly. Yeah, we're not getting any mythic Planeswalkers out of this box, are we? And we have a foil common Teferi's Time Twist. Last pack. Here we go. Last chance for glory. And I'm not talking about finale of glory, because we already got that one. Did we? No, that's the white one. Yeah, we did. Here we are. Last batch of commons, uncommons. Doesn't look like we're going to get a foil spice. Here we are. Yep, 3. Whoops. 1. Jace's Triumph. A regular art Jiangmu. And a regular Massacre Girl. There we are. So that's the spice rack at the back there. Wasn't the greatest hit of boxes, but we still got 4 mythics out of it. 5 mythics out of it, and a foil Massacre Girl, along with our friends at the back there. So if you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe, all those good things, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.